first down. Wentz. Caught right side. It's Jeffrey. And they'll take him down at the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
82, 82.
Wentz now on first down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Empty. Corky, 82, Corky. Go.
On play action, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's out to his running back, Michelle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Wait, 20, 20, move! Check it. Hey, Bolt 66. Go.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Brady going to try and throw on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And on that last drive, offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. To throw is Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now it's a Giant. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Here's Wentz to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 21. So after the INT, it's Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Wentz. It's complete. It's Sproles. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Wentz. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Now Wentz throwing on second down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 3 yards out. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Elliott now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Wait 20! Wait 20! Go Bandit!
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back.
That's on the scoreboard.
One play at a time now!
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Brady now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Let's go!
Again, it's Brady. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Brady now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's not often that we put the word overthrow next to the name Tom Brady.
His accuracy is so good that when there are misses, they're usually not by much. So when we see one like that, look,
scratch your head a little bit.
Scratch your head. We're chuckling about the whole thing. Let's see how fired up he gets about it, though, because you know he likes to atone for his errors.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Sunday. Hey, stack. 81. Go.
On first down, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field,
looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And an alley to run. 20. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 47 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you can see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Wentz going to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From midfield, here's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go.
I think they go a little bit.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Alabama, 380. Shadow. Hey, 166.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Dorsett making the catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, the New England 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete.
Wait! Wait!
Brady will try again on second down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Michael Bannon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This is Ajayi. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They run again with Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Lion.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
So the Patriots coming out now. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Over the middle, Julian Edelman. It's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. He completes it right side to White. And give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Brady, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Brady to the right side, and he's got Edelman. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who can make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL.
Brady's got his guys 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage. Work on that clock. See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, here's Brady sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Brady. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Brady's going to sneak it. And it'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 4 yards out. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. It's caught inside the 25. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 62 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time. And
thrown it. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Brady going to look to throw. Over the middle, Dorsett. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wait, 20. Wide, 80. Regular.
On the handoff, it's Michelle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Wait, 20. Keep it, boys. Check it. Let's go.
And it's Michelle once again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if